Now, I hope my voice is can be heard, right? So, Angry Man, um, you want to talk about emotional intelligence, right? Well, we can look at the videos that's in the description box of this video. See, Angry Man, now you yelling and screaming right now, talking about you don't get the respect by smaller content creator channels and all that, right? And then you have the nerve, and no, let me say it right now. I'm not gonna be here very long to discuss this, but I gotta do this video because I was going to talk about old girl with the brick in the face. I'm gonna push that to the side because you gotta be addressed. So, Anger Man, you you got some nerve to say something that was blatantly erroneous and asinine. You over there yelling and screaming about respect. Well, let me help you out about respect. Um, Respect is a two-way street. Respect is something that your parents, your mama, your daddy, your school teacher, your coach, your pastor, your uncle, or whoever was guiding you during your youth should have told you about what is the meaning about respect. See, Anger Man, the only person you care about is yourself. You've been going around talking about you trying to be the voice for men, but in reality, it's about you. It's about your feelings. Now you got the gall to talk about how people are that you said you trying to make us, right? That you try to make us into men, right? You said you don't want to bogart smaller people's channels like you did on what's it called, Aaron's channel or whoever this other person's channel you're referring to. I want you to understand something about being a man, right? Being a man is standing up for one's 2 feet, right? Standing up for a man, standing up to be a man, you got to be 10 toes down in what you preach and what you're about. See, Anger Man, when you and Destiny was having an argument or having that thing on Bernard Riley's a few months ago, if you really was want to be men, you say you want men to be men. Why did you need other men, other guys to help you on pushing back what a blue head bisexual man? Why did you need help on that when Destiny was on your channel? Because Destiny was running through your pockets. Hmm? See, you act like this YouTube thing, your YouTube channel, you think this is like the movies. Uh, you believe that you are um, Frank Montana or what's his name from The Godfather, in the character, what's his name, the daddy from the first Godfather movie. See, you think this is the movies. This is real life. And you got no business trying to order people around, and especially somebody like you who cannot sit there and actually have Hmm. I'm lost at words, y'all. You don't even have an intellectual um, capability to discuss an issue without beating your chest and regurgitate old, worn out talking points. Yeah, Marlon Brando's character. Yeah, thank you, Lewis. Marlon Brando's character from the Godfather movies. You trying to be like him, all right? You try to be the main Don, but Marlon Brando's character, even his son, played by the great actor, um, man, I forgot his name now, Al Pacino. You, their characters have something that you're trying to play up to. They played by being smart. They played by using wisdom. You don't you don't show any wisdom. You don't show any intelligence, especially emotional intelligence. See, you thinking emotional intelligence is simping. No, it's not. See, a simp is somebody. Okay, like okay, let's talk about a simp. Let's really talk about what is a simp, right? A simp is somebody who puts women on a pedestal and try to put women on the pedestal in order to gain uh, uh, at the detriment of his own humanity and his own self-respect. That's a simp. Emotional intelligence is when a person can sit there and having a discussion, especially a man, when he has a discussion with a woman, and since most men or men in this space don't have the capability of understanding women, the men who have a emotional intelligence will try to attempt to empathize and sympathize and also try to put himself in the shoes of that woman to see what she's talking about. See, a lot of y'all don't even have that wherewithal of doing that. See, you thinking that it's your way or the highway. No, it's not, Angryman. No. Now, that's the difference between having emotional intelligence and being a simp. If you can't even grasp that concept, I don't know what to tell you because we know you and your followers are so your followers are like sheep. You know, and let's really talk about that for a minute. Let's talk about emotional intelligence since we're here. So, Angryman, if you had any emotional intelligence, if you had any emotional intelligence, then the Black Avengers, or should I say the Black Order, I'm sorry, wrong click, right arrow, wrong click. When you and Obsidian split and had the Black Avengers and the Black Order, when you had the Black Order, you would still have the Black Order will be still running today if you had any emotional intelligence. No, you're emotional ignorant because every time when somebody disagree, you got so defensive. Then you want things to be your way, and the reason why you want things to be your way because what's really is going on that tough guy talk and that I'm a man, I'm a chest beat like King Kong on top of the Empire State Building. The reality is, Anchorman, you're all that. And you know what? Let's continue. Let's put a pin in that because I'm going too quick and too fast on that. So let's rewind that for a minute. After you did the Black Order, then you did the masculine mercenaries. Same old thing. Somebody disagreed with you. Somebody didn't want to go along with some of the things that you were saying. Then some people became dishwashers, and some people become ostracized because they did not kiss your rear end. All right. Nobody kiss your rear end. When that doesn't happen, now it came what's it called? After mercenary, what's it? Masculine mercenaries. Then it becomes something else. And I forgot what the third iteration. Now it's Beano Nation. BIONO. BINO. Black in name only. But because somebody disagrees with you, you destroy whatever team you had previously. And then you form other cliques because you really want to be worshipped. And the reason why, it goes right back to the point that I put a pin. Let's get back to the pin of it all. The reason why you want to be the Tony Montana, the reason why you want to be the character that Marlon Brando played on the Godfather movies. What this really is about is that you have insecurity problems. That's right. See, the problem with you, Anger Man, you you use your own blackness, if you will. You use your own blackness to as a way to make others, you know, as a way to as a shield to cover up whatever um, imperfections you have. And when I say imperfections, I'm not talking about um, the outside. I'm talking about the imperfections within you. And now you mad that people are disrespecting you when you was the one who disrespected everyone. Remember when you told people to wash dishes? Remember that? Remember how though you kicked people? Yeah, yeah, oh, that's right. Don Corleone. Thank you, Carlone. Yeah, yeah, right. Remember all the time you talk about the dishwasher and the times you told people you know, um, to bow down to you, like what you did on DJ Kuda's channel, like what you try to do on Aunt T's channel, like how you try to do that on certain other people's channels. Even when the Black Manosphere was created, and you was going to create that website, and you were so insecure, right? You were so insecure that when O'Shea created the Negro Manosphere website, you got bent out of shape. You didn't like that. You didn't like that because you hinge your masculinity onto off of other people rather than gaining your masculinity within yourself. And all these years, Anger Man, all these years, I must say, you didn't learn about what is real manhood. You over the age of 45 now, and you still hadn't learned what manhood is. See, like how you talk about my speech impediment. Oh, Big J, you stutter, and Big J, you can't get laid, and Big J, this and that, right? Well, well, I might have less subs than you. Um, I may never get the amount of subs you have, or be noticed on social media on a grand level. But whenever I get sick, there are people trying to find out what happened to me. You got people trying to seek out my advice, male or female. You got people out around here trying to find out what's my thoughts on this and that, and they're like reparations and uh, you know political matters, science. But you don't talk about those things because you want to be worshipped. You got nothing else to show for it. So how can you expect people to worship you, Angryman, when you don't have anything that is substance? How can you can speak when you have nothing of substance? Yeah, and because when the last time you and I talked, or before that, right? Before that, before you and I had talked, I think when you was on my channel, and the last time you was on my channel disproves what you said, what you're saying right tonight. See what you said tonight earlier a few minutes ago, about 20 minutes ago or so. You said when you go to you try to help other channels. You say you try to help other small channels. Really, you got some nerve to say that, Anger Man. You really got some nerve. See, in reality, Anger Man, you try to use smaller channels so those small channel holders can bend down and kiss your career in. And you're trying to control other people, trying to talk about what's manhood is. See, a real man, you want to question other people's masculinity. You want to sit there and question somebody else's um, manhood. But men are supposed to be problem solvers, right? So when me, you, and in our, I'm using this quote in quotation terms, the master teacher, when it comes down to talk about things on an intellectual level, when it comes time to talk about something on a more political, intellectual, and scientific level, you never there. The only time you talk about anything about changing laws or um, doing anything of that sort is, oh, when Donald Trump said this, Donald Trump said that. And that goes right back to your dealings with O'Shea. When O'Shea created the Negro Manosphere back in 2015, that website, I don't know, I'm sorry, that was 616. Yeah, I think that was 2016. If I'm not, my mind is it's so long ago, but he created the Negro Manosphere.com site. O'Shea beat you on that idea. And the reason why O'Shea did it, and no, I'm not here to defend O'Shea because I got a problem with O'Shea too. But what you and O'Shea, what O'Shea was trying to do was help you and Obsidian. See, you and Obsidian was kicked out. hmm Y'all was kicked out of the Voice for Men website because Paul Elam, hmm Paul Elam did not want y'all to use race in conversation. And here's the irony. Let's talk about the irony of that. But the irony. I'm gonna bring that up in a minute because the irony kills me on this one. But I'm gonna put that one on the side for a minute. The irony part of that. All right. So those white men, Paul Elam told you and Ascidian to get off. Do not bring race in our conversations. They went ahead. You were crying, moaning, and everything else. You beating your chest, talking about I'm a man. Dot dot dot. The men need a voice. Black men need a voice. Oh wait a minute. Hold on. That's a second irony I gotta bring up because I forgot. There's certain things I forgot. It just came up, clicked in my mind because there's a lot of things you have done. Right. There's a lot of things you have done. Right. So so the white man told you you can't talk about black women. So O'Shea, out of goodness of his heart, Negro Manosphere was created. You didn't like that because O'Shea done something that you couldn't do yourself because your insecurity got to the best of you. All right. Your insecurity has got to the best of you. All right. See, and is boiling inside you. Now what we see in Angryman is boiling you away. So let's get back to the two the two issues I said, the two ironies. One, the second one I should say, one issue is you try to say you're the voice for black men, but then you flag other black men. Uh-oh. Do we need to talk about that, Anger Man? I think some of your new fans really need to talk about the real issues about you. But anyway, let's talk about the main irony, right? Because there's so many things you have done to people, right? Your insecurities is catching up to you. So Paul Elam kicked you out along with Obsidian out of the Voice for Men website because y'all cannot use race when talking about women because they don't want y'all to talk about black women. But I find it odd though. I find it odd. The one that's checking you, roasting you, is not a black woman. I want everybody to understand that for a minute. The one that's checking you and low key dragging you is not a black woman. It's not a Cynthia G. It's not a Chrissy. It's not Kristen Carazon. It's not a Simone 5-6. It's not any of these divestors, these evil women that we call group of women we call the divestors. None of them are even checking you and dragging you like the way on panels. No, 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 who's checking you is an Asian woman. Imagine that, you know. An Asian woman is checking you because I saw that between you and that Angela woman, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's putting something on your behind on that lot. Whose live stream that was? I think that was a Fight Club or um, whoever channel that was. She checked the shit out your ass, and here's you whining. Why are you whining for, Angry Man? Now, right now, you're crying. No, all your sins is catching up to you. All 10, 12 years, 10, 11, 12 years of you being on YouTube has now catching up to you. All your sins is catching up to you. But I know what's the final nail to your coffin. You keep complaining about people disrespecting you. You know what I'm saying? And I know what's the final nail about to happen to you because you open yourself up. And what's so sad, it's not just the Asian woman that got you, and that's the whole irony of it. Because I said this years ago, black women are not going to destroy the black manosphere, not by themselves, not alone. Even black men are not going to destroy the black manosphere by themselves. I mean, those who are anti-manosphere, no, they're not going to destroy the black manosphere by themselves. No, 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 no. Your own words. No, I ain't gonna tell you the entirety was going to destroy because I want you to figure the rest of it out. There's about 4 or 5 things. But I'm gonna name you one. One of the things that's going to destroy y'all Negroes in this red pill space, this black manosphere space, SYSBM, passport bros, whatever the case may be, is your own words and who you claim to represent. The disrespecting of the people you claim you're trying to help. You over here right now live as I speak. You're live as I speak, demanding respect. Wonder why people disrespect you. Well, anger, man. I hate to tell you, man, but you disrespect your own people. You said you black, but then you call yourself BION, black in name only. But then you said you're part of the black manosphere. Then though you went ahead and what was this right here? Oh yeah, you supported this woman right here, right? You went ahead and supported this woman, and when y'all supported Pearl, and Pearl went ahead and me too a fellow black man. But wait a minute. Oh, spaghetti-o. Spaghetti-o. And oh man, I got right that. That's the third irony. You put on your cape on like Clark Kent in a phone booth for a Caucasian woman who had destroyed the career of your fellow black man. But then, while at the same time, You want to tell us as black men to stay on code. You want us to stay on code, right? See, I love this quote, right? I love this quote. The reason we struggle with insecurity is because we compare our behind the scenes with someone else's highlight reel. So let me say this again for the slow kids in the back of the bus. Let me say this to people who have, you know, who's a functional slowness, who's a reading rainbow, butterfly in the sky, them. They can go quiet as high. Those who can't comprehend and read. The reason we struggle with insecurity is because we compare our behind the scenes with someone else's highlight reel. That's you. You're insecure. You are, in fact, Angryman. The bigotry of low expectations. You are against when Kevin Samuels came out with a suit and tie. Instead of you congratulating a man's wardrobe, you was talking about it saying it's the white man's wardrobe. While you're out there driving, and this is the killer part right there. You want to use race, right? You want to use race, right? And how much time I got left? Okay, I got a couple more minutes left. So you said you want to use race in this, right? So when you was criticizing um, your boy Kevin Samuels, right? You said something to the fact of, wait, hold on, let me see who's in the chat. Oh, okay, what's going on? What's going on, Pierre? Um, you said something to the fact of anger, man, that um, that Kevin is dressing in a European way. You said Kevin Samuels was dressing as a European, as a white man, with the suit, the tie, the shoes. You got some nerve saying that, talking about he's doing what the white man does, dressing like the white man. But what do you drive, anger man? See, yes, yes, yes. Your wardrobe is that of an overgrown college student, a frat boy in college. No, no, no. I wouldn't even go there because I've been around frat boys in college. Sometimes they have to wear a suit. You look like some guy who is having an an issue of you have arrested development. You look like an overgrown teenager trying to wear outdated 1990s style clothes with that cap and those jumpsuits you've been trying to wear, like a Run DMC clothes on, and then you got them. You're gonna talk about you know somebody's clothes, talking about they be wearing your centric while you are driving your centric vehicles, a Camaro. You accuse Kevin Samuels of chasing the white man's clothes, having white man's clothes on, white men's symbol, or in white men's fashions. That's fashionable for white men to wear suits and ties. Oh, pure, pure. Pure, pure. We gonna talk about that because I started that. Okay, I kind of somewhat I was there for you got on that live stream. Um, yeah, Angel started a whole lot of foolishness last night and this morning. I was on both those lives. I showed up on that live about 5 hours before you got on there. Um, Angel came at me, um, and let's just say I found the footage, and Taylor Scott. I gave it to Taylor Scott the footage of him calling everybody because he got on his channel and called everybody the N word, so forth, so forth. So Bomb went ahead and played it on that live stream last night. I mean the one before, the one that's still up trying to upload and render. Yeah, it's on that channel. But anyway, let me get back to get back to the topic. Yes, he did. Oh, yes, he did. Angel lost his complete mind. Yes, he did. Then he sent two of his friends to making threats and all that. So yeah, he had this guy named co-host something. He was calling everybody a bunch of n words on Angel's channel and so forth. Shout out to V Dub Boogie by the way, because he was on the panel too on bombs. So anyway, let me finish this because I got to get going. Right? Let me finish this topic up. What's that noise? Anyway, yeah. So Anger Man, you need to. It's too late for you, Anger Man. Your insecurities is taking you over. Yeah. They already did. They already did. They he said that the porn bombed him. Supposedly they porn bomb his live stream. Trying to do that to bomb, but end up doing it to him or something like that. I don't know. Just like whatever, you know. I said that in my community tab. Justice has arrived. So yeah, yeah. Angel, see what happened last night. Angel decided that Angel got into a conversation he don't know nothing about, right? Because we were talking to Roy Chess, and Roy Chess was on that FBA, ADOS, the stupidity type things. And I'm trying. He talking about, he's going in on people who are, he disrespecting past Pac size. What's his name? Pac size. And Pac was saying, "Listen, man, yeah, I'm Haitian, but I'm born here in the United States." And then he said, then Roy Chess says something to the fact that people who are immigrant over here are so ashamed of their heritage that they change their accents. And the Negro can't understand how accents work. So Roy Chess got on this, and this is the reason why we got to clean up this space. You know, there's too many people on here who are stupid, don't know how the world works, don't know how. Yeah, 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 yeah. He watching too much of that conservative talk show host crap. He runs around with the white conservative movement and the neo the alt right folks, and it caught up to him. So, and he claims he got flagged down. He's not flagged down. He put his channel on. He hid his channel. He's not flagged down. He just hid his channel. He's playing. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, where was I at? So let me. You know what? Better yet, I gotta go. That's right. I gotta go. But let me end it like this. Let me end the live stream with this right here. I know this is supposed to be the intro to this live stream, but anyway, let me just go ahead and play it. You know what I'm saying?
So in cases where, Black families are split up more often statistically, this would have more to do with Black men than white men. This isn't even a white issue if you want to look at statistics. Same with white men being imprisoned. Black people are imprisoned more often in America than white people. In these cases, I think that it's more important to hear what Black MGTOW has to say than what white MGTOW has to say. Like, BIGJ XXX.